listening to The Nasty Table, the premier source for tabletop role-playing actual play. Now come on in, relax, and pull up a seat to The Nasty Table. Last time on The Nasty Table.
Can I get longer? Caleb,
You hear the phone clatter.
give me it again. What? There's no reason. I have 16 luck.
I need you to get in your car and go and don't come back unless you hear from me.
Chiseled as jawline. God damn, look at those eyebrows.
Yo,
You're
that.
the only one we trust here.
APB out on the four of you. Wanted for murder.
You're gonna like GTA this shit?
Yeah, you probably see like a gap, make your way on, and the train doors close. Next station, Bloomington.
Made that up.
Even the same thing.
And you've been saying it for years.
Because it is true.
Oh, I get bowls. And I mix them. Paul made that shit up years ago. You've always said
He
it.
didn't make it up. I asked you. I said, well,
I swear I remember
I
you
said-
saying I kind of like the sour
that's
cream
literally
pasta.
what happened.
Before,
Where
I
was-
only get bowls now.
I asked you, and I said, well, I don't
mix
like
it.
how Chipotle doesn't mix up their burritos. When they make their burritos, they just kind of pile it on and then fold it. And I'm like, I don't like to bite into a whole thing of sour cream. And you said, I kind of like that.
I don't mind it.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna take your fucking opinion on
I
food.
hated you.
Their ingredients suck ass.
Dude, I will
as I'm
say,
eating Wawa,
I
but
didn't ask for guac. I got guac. I'm not complaining about that.
they fucking piled that guac
Is there
on.
fucking chicken in here? though?
Guac's I. You got someone else's bowl.
My name's on it.
Oh, never mind. They just fucked up. They can't read.
Bro, okay, maybe there's a little bit of chicken. I don't know what the fuck happened.
They ran out of chicken, so they just gave you 2 heaping spoonfuls of
I
guac.
found like one piece of chicken.
Qdoba's definitely the
Dude,
top one.
I haven't had Moe's in probably like 10 years, and I didn't know that they changed their logo and shit. It looks so goofy. Have you seen it?
No,
It's so fucking weird looking. Like, it used to be such a cool logo. Like, the yellow. It was yellow, right?
I thought it was red. Red was just letter Moe's, right?
I thought it was like yellow with
Yeah, it was red. It was yellow with the red or whatever. And now it's this.
Oh, I saw that.
Dude, yeah. And it fucking... It's so
Dude, I know
terrible.
they want like like McDonald's and Burger King and shit. They're just making like normalized fucking restaurants.
This is way
minimalization
better.
has become the death of art and all
Dude,
of expression.
this is so
Yeah.
much better.
We need
Right?
Greek
Come on.
We just need expression in our logos and our like, dude. Even what the Eagles did,
Yeah.
getting
it's
rid of our word mark, our word print. Like, what the like. I get it. Their purpose is that they can't scale it correctly, right? You can't scale it to the certain dimensions. If you have a certain logo that fits a certain criteria, you can scale it however you want it. And the old one can do that, but fuck you, you know? It's cool. It
Work
looks cool.
around it.
Yeah.
Worked around it, bro.
Not even
Make
like
just
make
make it
the
again.
concessions for it. You make an
Make
attempt.
things cool again. That's literally it.
Everything's just got to be boring and
Lame.
inoffensive
Boring and lame.
and safe. There's no risk involved in logos anymore, and that makes me sick. I'm sorry. Can I get a sound check while I at least have
Check.
everybody? I mean, I said it, and a lot of people don't want to accept this truth, and they hated Jesus too, because
Right.
Jesus told the truth.
No, I agree with this 100%.
Dave & Buster's is everything that Buffalo Wild Wings wants to be. It is better in every single aspect. The food is cheaper. There is more of beer availability. The TVs are bigger. The wings
And
are better.
there's games.
And there's games. You don't even need to play games.
bunch of games.
You just go to the bar.
There's games.
You just you
And fucking
you go to
pride.
the bar.
You know what happens when there's
D&B's
games?
is fucking slept on.
It is fucking
Dude,
badass.
it fucking is, bro.
It's so sick.
You go,
so
dude.
sick.
You don't even need to play the games. You just
Yeah.
go there for the bar, and you are surrounded by all the TVs.
Bar's
Watch whatever
nice.
fucking
Yeah,
game
dude,
you
the
want.
food's not bad.
The food's pretty good.
right.
Dude, I got a Buffalo Wild Wings gift card like 2 Christmases ago, and I don't even know why. And I just was like, I'm just never gonna use this. And we used it like a couple weeks ago, and it was just so fucking bad. I was like, I would have rathered freezer food. Like, I would have rather just heated up some like boneless wings rather than the shit boneless wings they gave me, dude. I was
Wow.
like, this is so bad.
That's fucking.
And I got a margarita too, and I was like, I was like, is there really tequila in here? I don't really think there is. Like,
Yo.
straight up.
I was at a restaurant with like Liv and her family, and I ordered a glass of Chardonnay. Okay, dude,
It's a fine drink.
it's a fine drink.
Do they make fun of you?
I got fucking flamed so hard.
Oh yeah.
Like they were like, "Oh,
It
you're
is.
gonna Chardonnay?"
It is historically a woman's wine. Strictly, it's my favorite. It's my favorite.
I know. I do. I love
Alex,
Chardonnay.
you didn't order Chardonnay. You ordered Chardonnay.
That's fair though. Yeah, that's one of those things I think I'd make fun of you for, but inside I'd be like, fuck, like I kind of want to go to Chardonnay right now. I'm not gonna say it.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's funny though.
I mean, but to me, I think that there's more feminine things that you can order at a bar other than a glass of Chardonnay. You didn't get a margarita or a fucking mudslide or something. Don't you give me those eyes from there? I could feel that.
I'd get a Margo.
I don't think there's a problem with the guy ordering.
I
margarita.
get margaritas a lot.
Mudslide's different. Mudslide's a
Margaritas
milkshake.
Marg's
I don't
epic.
know.
Yeah, I don't have any issue ordering a margarita.
If you're at
No, it's
if
more
you're at a
like
Mexican
something like
place,
pink
that's
Moscato
easy.
or rosé.
No,
I'm not going to
no,
like
Chardonnay
Chardonnay.
is
No,
a
that's good.
very feminine wine.
It's more feminine than like
I'll go to a
rosé.
Mexican place, honestly.
Maybe not.
Rosé. Yeah.
Rosé.
Have you ever been,
Rosé
I love
is-
mojitos.
That's gotta be.
Have you ever been to La Esperanza?
Right. I mean, they're close.
Right.
In the
It's
Yes.
fucking pink. It's
It is the best place. Have you ever been there?
Plaza is a 10,
Yeah, it's-
but La Esperanza.
it's so
is
much
La
better.
Esperanza is the.
Dude.
It's. I mean, he said it. But he was in a completely different conversation, but it's pink, right? It's the.
Yeah,
pink
it's pink. I thought he
yeah.
was talking about that. Were you
No,
not talking
no,
about
No, I
crazy,
wasn't.
bro.
I wasn't. But I
He's
have
talking about
heard of
Moscato.
La Esperanza.
Yeah.
I have not went.
La
there.
Esperanza
margaritas
is
go hard.
fucking.
That's what
amazing.
I've heard,
Plaza
and
is insane.
I need to go
La
there, dude.
Esperanza is,
Yeah.
is like going to fucking.
On the outside, you're gonna think like, what the fuck is this place? But you go, it's so good.
No, I hear
La
that.
Esperanza.
Fantastic.
Hey, if I hear good
Beautiful
margaritas,
food.
I'm there.
Yeah.
I've been on the biggest margarita.
And you can go there
everywhere
on
I
like
go,
a. You can go
margaritas.
there on like a Tuesday, Wednesday afternoon. Nobody in there, and they
Yeah.
will dote on you.
Yeah.
Best thing.
Awesome.
I love their guac. They have such good, and they bring it out in the.
Their salsa is really good too.
Plaza Azteca or
No,
La Esperanza.
Molcajete. Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
Molcajete
got it.
is the.
I've gotten
thing.
Yeah, they bring
Plazas,
the
yeah.
guac out in that.
That's awesome.
And they
just-
do it.
yeah,
And they do
yeah.
it.
I mean, I don't understand the appeal to you for Chipotle. What is your beef with Pancheros?
I love the rice. Chipotle has such better rice. I hate Pancheros rice and lettuce. I think their rice
are
and
you
lettuce
gonna
suck.
judge
Are
a
you a
place on the
cilantro?
lettuce?
guy,
I
or do
love
you-
cilantro.
do
I
you-
put cilantro in like
So
everything.
you don't have the thing. You don't have the.
No,
the
not
soap
the soap thing. No, I love
So
cilantro.
how do you not like their cilantro lime rice?
I don't think it tastes. I think it tastes.
Chipotle's rice is way more cilantro.
All right, uninterrupted. I'm not going to chime in. Walk me through your burrito order. What you put in that burrito? Because I think that might be the deciding factor here.
I usually get a bowl, but I'll get
Same thing.
Yeah.
Tortilla.
not the tortilla. I get rice. I get a little bit of beans, a little bit of black beans, chicken usually. Then I'll get the mild salsa and the corn, and then I'll get sour cream cheese and lettuce.
No pico, no
Yeah,
queso, no
say no
guac.
pico.
The mild salsa is what I was talking about.
Is that pico?
Yeah, that's pico.
that's-
Yeah, it's pico, and like they have like a corn pico.
Do
that I
they
get, too.
offer like veggies, like onions and peppers?
Yeah, but
do.
I don't love their onions and peppers that
They-
much.
I throw them in just to make them fill my bowl up a little more. Like it's like, gets the job.
What
done.
about you? What do you get? What are you working with?
This is this limited edition bowl right here. For everybody listening.
Do you want to frame it?
Chicken al pastor is like, I don't even know what al pastor is, but it's fucking chicken
Something.
al pastor. It's like spicy or something. Brown rice, black beans, chicken, al pastor, fucking guac apparently. Cheat.
See you later.
Did you want to
Yes,
fart
they
today,
do.
Alex?
You don't have to answer
It's
that.
complicated.
Let me please, if I could, get a recap of that last session.
Going to the game. We're going to the game. We're going to the game.
Here's a question. Last question I'll pose, and then we'll start playing. When did the case stop? There had to be a point. When did the case stop?
I feel like as soon as we like caught bodies, like the guys at like from the payphone at the gas station, I feel like that was kind of like we're in deep now. You know what I mean?
Same. That was the
I feel like that was the big turning point.
that was like that.
That's what
one
got us to
domino that-
RJ and all that. So
Yeah, because after we killed
and then it just led to more bodies. Right after that.
Like literally an hour after that. Like,
And I think, I mean, I don't know if there was turning back after that. After McAllister was fucked because that was just somebody that we got killed.
Yeah. Right.
There's no making a case out of that.
Realistically, can you at this point? Now you are wanted men. Now you are fugitives. Actively attempting to escape the law.
Hey, man, we didn't do nothing.
Is that going to be enough?
That we didn't do nothing?
Yeah.
No, baby. I'm going down with this shit, babe. What are you? I'm either winning or losing.
Alright. So, the hum of the train, the quiet conversations of nearby passengers. Train departs from the depot, heading south. You're above ground at this point, and the sprawling expanse of Minneapolis is laid bare. A 13-minute train ride. The four of you, along with Greg Atkins and Laura and Sarge, sitting in a train car. Choo-chung, choo-chung, choo-chung. What do you guys do?
how packed is this? To the brim?
Probably no, it's very sparse. There's probably about 5 additional people on this train car, and you saw 2 other train cars, one ahead of you and one behind you, also get loaded with passengers, probably to the same amount, somewhere between 12 and 15.
Can people pass between these cars while it's moving?
It seems like you can.
Do we know, is there any stops between here and there, or is it
Next
just
stop.
Bloomington?
Does it continue further on out past Bloomington to another stop, or is it like just to the city of Bloomington?
Seems to be that the next stop is Bloomington, and they would probably continue down, but your ticket is for Bloomington Station.
Okay.
Wandering eyes, glancing about. I need everybody to roll stealth.
A 57 on a 76.
43 on 36.
I failed.
45 on a 28.
Fail, pass. We've had 3 stealth checks this campaign. 3. Ray Hoyt has passed every single one.
Yeah.
The 3 of you have failed every single
What
one.
is your stealth? I got a 76.
Mine's low as
I
fuck.
got a 36.
21.
Mine's low as fuck. Probably shouldn't have been trying to climb up fences. Quietly. Looking back at it. Sitting in my stance.
There's a couple that's off to the left that just kind of like look at you guys and look like they have a conversation by themselves, and Laura's just kind of like kicking her feet. Greg is sitting there. 5 minutes go by. There's a point where the track descends down beneath the ground, or perhaps through a tunnel, but the windows become blocked. The wheels run along the track and the train still. There's lights on the inside that do illuminate the inside, but they start to sputter and flicker, dimming. Train still moves quicker, maybe. Faster and faster. The lights start to flicker violently. One of the bulbs pops. And then suddenly, nothing. Darkness, quiet, stillness, your own breathing, heartbeat. A voice over the intercom, still in pitch darkness. Now arriving, Bloomington. The lights return quickly in the sickly greenish hue, illuminating the now deserted train car. There's no one. It's empty except the 4 of you. Greg Atkins is nowhere to be seen, and where Laura sat now sits a McDonald's Happy Meal.
Is Sarge missing as well?
Looking down, you can see Sarge sitting at attention, but he's panning. And he cocks his head up, and he looks directly at you. He opens his mouth, and you hear, things are starting to fall apart, starting to rot. The plastic casing has been lifted, and now we look upon the inner mechanisms, the gears and the timing belts, the lighting and the backdrop from the set. Cosmic circuit boards, Ray. It's the breath of a dying god. And he was right. You're not going to survive this. You should think about killing yourself.
Do I know this voice?
No, you don't recognize it at all. In a moment, you hear the train car door burst open. Air rushes in. And in a snap, you're above ground. The trains stop. Everything's normal. Laura is still sitting there. Greg looks over. And a metal sign on the platform reads, Bloomington. Every single person rolls sanity.
Fail.
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 Fails across the board.
Dude, I love rolling 90s. It's crazy. It's crazy.
89.
Ever since I got this dice, dude.
Every single one of you is going to lose 4 points of sanity. You all experience that and hear the words from Ray's dog.
I bet.
People start making their way out of the train.
How does Sarge look immediately coming out of it?
Happy, at attention. Greg stands up and he starts wiping his pants. Come on, let's go.
Roy grabs Laura by her shoulder and he just stares at her.
She looks back. Yo, it's gonna leave. We have to get off.
I get up and I
Stand up.
start limping over.
I grab Sarge by the collar.
Mm-hmm. And
I kind of give him a smirk, too.
And he kind of pads out, and he looks comfortable. He looks calm. Out onto the train platform. Sickness hits your stomachs. That was not. That was real. You feel that, all of you. Stairs leading out to the right onto the street. You can see the daylight above you.
All right, let's head up. You ready?
Yeah. Let's go.
Can I make that call now, please? Payphone's right there.
Can we... Yes, we'll make it now, but can we go a block or two away from the station? At least we got to get away from a hot spot.
Sure, yeah, good idea. Start making your way up the stairs, and you can see 2 police officers brush against your shoulder as they're coming down, not even looking your way. You make your way up. So you can see Bloomington now. It's not very busy, not a lot of cars out, but you can see immediately coming out of these stairs in the distance, probably 10 or so blocks north, the stadium, the Met Center.
Are there any payphones on the looking a couple blocks down the way?
Yeah, you can see one 2 blocks up in that direction.
Okay. All right, yeah, start walking.
Start walking. Down the street. Stop at the crosswalk. Make your way across. There's nobody here. Car or 2 passes by, maybe a person on the other side of the road, but compared to where you came from in Minneapolis, this place is dead. Another block up and you hit the payphone. Greg kind of walks over to it and lifts the phone off the receiver and just looks towards you guys. Puts the phone on his shoulder and puts some coins in and spins.
Do we have the number for that motel?
On you?
Yeah.
It was on a sheet of paper that I remember Ray taking a look at in the lieutenant's office and leaving there.
I thought he handed it to Roy. I thought that was the thing that he handed where they were staying. He handed that information to Roy.
I think he might have handed it to Jerry, actually.
Okay, yeah, maybe it was Jerry. I think he did hand that information to somebody, because we called them, right?
Yes, yeah, no, yeah, Ray called them.
Okay.
Did he?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
I think he did.
We called and visited.
Yeah. Then I'll say, yeah, you guys have the number.
Can I, before walking up to the payphone, can I ask Ray, just if he has it, just to pull it out?
Yeah, I think this is it, yeah.
Can I look at it, and as he's spinning it in, can I see if that's the number he's spinning in?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that number. And it, goes like that, and he kind of pulls it up, kind of like leans in close and puts the phone over his shoulder and starts talking. Is anyone purposefully trying to listen to this conversation?
Yeah.
How do you go about that? He's got his back to you guys. You guys are on the street.
No, I want to look around for if we're getting scoped out or not.
Gotcha. Staying alert.
I'm gonna give him like 10 feet, but that's it.
Yeah, not like you're trying to... I want to look out too, but not like we're trying to like hide, like, oh, what's he saying? Like, I'm fine with actively listening.
10 feet?
No, I can stand by the payphone, look out, check the other side of the road.
Right up against his shoulder?
That Ray's not looking at. Not against his shoulder, no.
Talk to me then. How far away are you staying?
Like 5 feet, maybe.
Okay. And Jerry?
I want to walk up right next to him.
Right next to him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you can kind of... And he like looks at you, just kind of like gives you an eye, furrowed brow.
And Jerry just stares at him.
Hey. Yeah, is my brother there? Thank you. Hey, it's me. Yeah. I know. Yeah. Okay. Did you? No, I know. Yeah, I did. It was me. I was there. No, Look, please, I can explain. I can tell you. He hangs it up. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Jerry kind of like puts his hand on his shoulder and then just continues to walk towards everybody else.
Have I noticed anything?
Roll alertness.
36 on an 80.
36 on an 80. No, you feel confident that there's no one looking out, no police presence or anything like that. And you guys start walking up the block, and Greg is kind of next to Jerry, and he just like looks over at you, and you can see he's not crying, but his eyes are just like wide, and he's like, I think he knew.
Why did you say that?
I don't know. I'm not growing up. I mean, I don't know. Let's keep moving. Keep walking up. Another block. Another block. And you can see the Met Center in the distance. Beautiful stadium. As Joe, to you guys, take a look at this fucking stadium. Beautiful architecture. You can see it now, maybe about 2 blocks out. There's a main lot that's there, but, huge blocky architecture with these stark white pillars. I saw this building and I was like, holy shit, why would they ever fucking knock this thing down? What you do notice is there is a road that loops around the entirety of the complex, and this large lot that I mentioned that's out front, and there isn't much traffic. Save for a few cars that are kind of driving around the loop and dropping people off. And the main lot, which is about half capacity right now, looks like it's about halfway full. Few people you can see standing around wearing different variations of Stars gear. It is a bit early for the game, but still some people out there. You guys are about 2 blocks out.
So if it's a bit early, I mean, what's the tailgate scene looking like?
So I did some research into 70s tailgates. Few and far between.
Okay.
At this point in time, and at, occurring around now, this literal point in time during the day, not much.
Okay.
Maybe a decent amount of staff kind of going around, but it looks like it won't fill up for quite some time.
Okay.
But you do see people setting up chairs and hanging around. You're still a few blocks away from the actual parking lot, but from this distance, you can make out at least that.
Mm-hmm. How big is the lot? Like if we were to...
Pretty large.
Okay, like Wells Fargo size?
No, smaller than that.
Okay.
Say maybe 200 by 200 yards.
Okay. Are there like any shops like around, like since we have time?
Yeah,
like...
there's different cafes and restaurants, bars.
Okay.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
Well, actually, like a nice bar would be cool. But are there also like any rental car?
You have not noticed one yet. No.
Okay. You guys want to? I don't know. Stop somewhere and get a bite to eat while we wait.
Yeah, I could use a beer.
Sorry, but aren't we supposed to be moving? I mean, even if we're not seeing RJ, we're not going to this game, right? Why are we waiting till game time? Don't we need to get a car, get out, get back to Linwood?
I mean, how do you suggest we get a car?
Find one dick in the lot, punch him in the teeth.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we could do that, but we got to be here for some time at least before this game starts.
I mean, we can go up to Will Call and try, but I mean, you risking our lives to talk to RJ one more time?
What are you here for?
To get back.
To Linwood?
Yeah, I don't see any blockades, any police here. I mean, hell, if a bus comes by, we should take it.
Were you on the fucking train, man? Did you? Or was that just me watching his dog talk to him about how fucked we are?
I'm not sure, but I think that gives us more of a reason. Friday doesn't mean anything, or Monday doesn't mean anything when anybody takes over. It's a ticking clock now. We gotta move. I don't know if we have time for beers and shopping.
Yeah. Okay, we can do this now. I imagine we're like at like a corner. Like,
yeah.
We get back to Linwood. Okay, we get a good group of guys, right? I mean, this guy, Pointe Atkins, he wasn't there on the train. She wasn't there. She was a fucking Happy Meal.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Frankly, I'm surprised Sarge was here. I really don't think it's gonna matter what we do in Linwood or who we fucking group up with, man. I wanted to believe that. I wanted to believe that.
You sound like him. You just ready to quit? Nothing you can do? You guys done too?
What's your plan when we get back to Linwood? Who do we have there?
We have us, but
we have us.
That's it?
So what's the location of Linwood to us at this point?
All this? We're gonna have a beer and go to the game? But you just done?
I think, maybe you're not the only one thinking this. I think you're one of the few that think that this isn't really a death wish, doing what we're doing right now.
Hell, you don't even want to see April one last time?
I don't want to see April knowing what I know right now. That's all. That's all that's going through my head. We got to sort out whatever the fuck is going on right now.
You buying?
Roy chuckles. Yeah. Start walking.
Start walking into the bar. On the count of 3, every single person at this table, excluding myself, is going to call out what the name of this bar is. Whichever one I hear is what the bar is named. 1, 2, 3.
Chachis.
Chachis. Was that Gushers? That's the first thing I saw. Chachi's Bar and Grill.
Chachis sounds fucking banging.
The door is old. There's a stained window that you can see in. Despite its name, it looks like an old Irish pub. Perhaps Chachi was a pet name. Big glass window you can see before you even step in. There's no one at the bar. Old bartender behind is cleaning glasses. What do you guys do?
Go walk up to the
Sitting
bar,
down.
pop a squat.
Sit at the bar.
Walk in, take a seat. Greg's like, what are we waiting for?
What are we waiting for? We're waiting for our drinks to show up. We didn't even order yet. What do you want?
Are we wasting time for something?
I look at my watch. How much time do we have until this game starts?
It's currently 2:30.
And the game starts at...
9.
Okay, we have so
Oh
much
my
time.
god.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he has no fucking idea what we're really doing though.
Really?
But
Yeah.
no, he wasn't.
I thought he knew.
He was in the. He came with us when we left, right? And we heard the.
He
call.
heard the radio.
Yeah.
And he said something too. He said, you think RJ's going to be there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're waiting for the game. Greg,
What do you think RJ's going to tell us the second time?
I'm not.
And he straddles up, like, as he's talking. He's not, like, holding you guys up, but he sits up at the bar, and bartender's going down the line and ordering your guys' drinks.
Roy's like sitting at an end seat, picks Laura up in like the seat.
Mm-hmm.
Roy's at the second to the end.
And there's
Laura.
a menu on there, and she's just fucking poking at the chicken fingers and, like, looking up at you.
Sweet. I tap at the chicken fingers and nod at her.
Yeah. Bartender comes over, orders, whatever you guys order, and drinks come out, and Greg, he keeps talking to you. He's like, I mean, like, realistically, this guy's a fucking wacko, right? And I know that there's wacko shit going on, but why would he help us?
I don't really think he wants to help us.
I don't think we're looking for help.
Think we can threaten him? He takes a sip out of his beer.
I don't think he feels threatened in any situation.
I don't think so either.
I think we're just chasing clues at this point.
But we have something to bargain with. And I look at the kid.
A Happy Meal.
A Happy Meal.
It's not a bad idea. It's fucked up, but these people are fucked up.
Yeah.
We don't really know why RJ blew up that truck. Was that to help him, or was that to fuck us? Right? Because if it was to help him, well, the enemy of our enemy is our friend, right? Maybe he will want to give us a hand. Maybe we can give him a hand somehow.
Well then, I mean, you're talking enemies of enemies. You get to pick your enemies here. Because if he's against them, they're against him.
Well, considering we have an APB out on the floor, I say that really hush.
The
APB on the floor.
bartender, APB? All points bulletins.
I would imagine that we would rather have RJ be our friend than the police.
Yeah, I figure that as much. Look, whatever gets us closer to Dan.
I don't put a lot of weight in what RJ said as a whole, but a lot of this shit has happened, and He told me we'd be at the cabin.
At the end of the day, he just seems like a smart guy. Clairvoyant. I mean, I wouldn't put it out of the question, but I don't know. He is smart. We tried to talk to him when we had him in Golden King. Tried to get him to talk, and he would just go on and on about history and art and just talking in circles. I don't know.
What questions were you asking him?
We wanted to know why he was against Dan. Now, I don't know exactly what he did to go against Dan, but that's at least what Larson told me to ask about. They hurt him, dude. Like, bad. And he didn't say a word about that. Just smiling. He's got that creepy fucking smile.
I mean, we've pinned you enough, or drilled you enough with questions about this already, but anything that was worth that torture? Anything you gained from that?
I'm telling you, the only thing that I learned during that interrogation is the fact that he's not going to talk unless he wants to. And I wish I knew more. Roy, if I knew more, I'd have leverage. And I know you guys think you're talking quiet, but I hear you when you say, you know, what good am I? What good am I? I'm not. I'm not. I'm a guy who did bad things to my own blood for people who were paying me. And I said it before, I'll say it again, I'm not trying to repent. You know, I don't think that this is punishment for me. But I want to define the person that I am. And I'm not the only one. In this story, from top to bottom, there's probably about 100 guys in my position. And I was the only one lucky enough to run into you. So thank you.
I want to believe you're a good man.
I'm not.
That doesn't make me not want to believe it, man. Look, you're out here for a reason, right?
I want to kill Dan Winters. That's the reason. God's honest truth.
You're hanging with the right crowd.
Another round.
Yeah.
You got nothing on killing RJ? I mean, he's the one that did her in.
He was, and like the bartender comes over and puts another bottle down, and Greg picks it up. I know he did, but I'm the one who put her there in the first place, and both of us were doing, I imagine, what Dan wanted, trickling down. We're two ends of the same stream.
You and RJ?
I think so.
That's hard to believe when he just killed he just killed Dan's second-hand man.
Well, obviously something went haywire. They didn't see eye to eye somewhere, and I imagine that's what made Dan want us to lock him in a deep freezer and torture him.
He's fucking right, man. I mean, we've seen pictures of these guys, like, hanging out together.
I think the key to this, and I think that it's good to at least think about it going into talking to RJ again, is, you know, where did it go wrong?
Was it Bobby?
Could be.
Because, I mean, when did you bring him the girl?
Say a month ago?
And then when did you grab him?
A few days ago.
New Year's Day?
Maybe. I wasn't there when they grabbed them.
Is there anything hanging in this bar that would indicate like some sort of affiliation or support for like the town police, municipal? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
like,
you see like a picture of, like a painting of a few cops sitting at the thing, and there's like a little designation of status in the police underneath it, but nothing overtly kind of out of the way, like this is a cop bar or something like that.
Yeah.
And then underneath it says Chachi's is a friend of the police.
Greg, did you know about anyone else, I'd say at your level, at about 100, you said around 100 other guys, you know anyone else that did something equivalent to what you did? Personally?
Work was work. And I tried not to get close to those people because I think in the back of my head I know. There's not one that really comes to mind. A lot of this was need to know. And it's an assumption to say that there's 100 guys in my position. But too many people involved for them to all be bad.
Right.
How do you do this in RP, Mike Finn?
Do I have the book with me?
Yeah, you guys have all your evidence.
All right, I put it out not to him. Well, I guess I put out Weiss Clay's journal. Reading through it, the entry from January 3rd, where he talks about Bobby being dead and the differences between that he wants to kill them now because of changing who makes the want. That she was able to decide the want, and now it's them. And is he talking about them winners or them RJ? And I mean, RJ came out and said it in his note. He's the one that got Bobby killed. But he had something against Bobby, right? He didn't think that Bobby was a good person.
Yeah, he didn't think Bobby was good.
And if we're going by our logic, that he made the kids go after Bobby, the one. So I don't think he's talking about Dan there. That the one. That he's not serving her, she's serving them or him.
Him as in
RJ. That whole thing about helping her, that he was this godhead underneath, trying to help bring about the movement. But what if that's what he's talking about? What if that's what Dan was trying to change?
how could RJ be the one for her to serve him?
I mean, hell, that's racking my brain, but he was the one killing these kids. God, powerful? I don't know, but it boils down to the one event. Him and Dan were working together, and then I don't know about anything else besides Bobby's death. Him making the want. them killing Bobby. Then Dan turns on him. Wants to know information.
Right.
And a reaction from him?
Greg? No. Looks like he's just kind of peeling the label off of his beer bottle. End of the day, I mean, you come about it with that logic, you land on one side. Are either of those sides worth landing on? Dan wasn't a good guy. RJ wasn't either. Whatever we do, and he's still like picking at the label. It's got to be on our terms. It's not picking a side here.
I mean, hell, we've been running around in the dark for so long. I just want to know motivations.
RJ said he is working towards this goal, this kind of shared goal with Dan Winters, for different reasons than Dan Winters and for different reasons than Bobby. Dan Winters and that quote-unquote side looking for power and control. RJ looking more in a sense of religion. I mean, those are the two motives separating them. Bobby did not view Apsokos as a religious... I mean, maybe he did, but he wasn't using it that way. He was using it for obviously being, helping him be the sick fuck that he was.
I mean, we know they're bad people, but I'm not putting it past him that RJ had the motive to want to be the end-all be-all.
Right.
I mean, he's the eyes. Why were they covered up?
Yeah.
Laura looks up. More honey mustard.
Just raise a finger like, honey mustard?
I'd say about an hour or so has gone by at this point.
When we were looking outside at the stadium, was there did it look like there were multiple entrances?
Looks like there were about 2.
Okay.
Maybe a third one around back that you weren't able to see.
Okay.
It's not particularly a big parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
3:45 rolls around.
I'm ready to leave whenever you guys are. I don't want to hang around here in one spot too long.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll throw some cash on the bar.
$7.
$7.
Bartender takes it and, thanks you guys, and you guys leave.
Yeah, step out, get some fresh air.
Just step out and you can see the parking lot still 2 blocks up, about halfway full. Maybe it's a little bit more than that by now.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Out in front of Chachi's. Traffic has picked up a little bit now, where you would see 1 or 2 cars. Now you see maybe 3 or 4. 2 people on the side of the road. Maybe now you see about 5 or 6. More foot traffic also, you notice. Even if you look up, it's still a straight line all the way down to the train platform. You can see people coming up and out of that train platform. I'd say about a quarter of everyone you see is wearing some sort of Stars gear.
Did we have to have like a special kind of radio to pick up on the frequency? Okay.
Police radio.
Yeah.
Which was left in the car.
Yeah, we're like, we walked into a whole fucking bar with like our sleeves like filled with shit. And just,
Oh
like-
yeah. You guys are walking pinatas.
Yeah.
Out on the curb, what are you guys doing?
So Chachi's, is Chachi's connected to other establishments, or it's a standalone building?
Standalone building, but not too far from another establishment. It's on a strip. There's a line of stores on the left and right side of these, I'd probably say the last 4 blocks or so,
Mhm.
that are filled with stuff.
Okay. How, just based off of the area, like behind Chachi's, to, you know, pretty much just behind Chachi's, like how
What do you want to say? Say what you want to say.
how silly would it be
You silly boy.
if we were to climb onto the roof of Chachi's from the back and have a scope at the entrances?
Pretty silly.
Okay. All right, just checking. It's like 1 story.
If you get caught.
Okay. Like binocular? I brought binoculars. You know what I'm saying?
I have my rifle scope.
Okay.
You could just use that.
Yeah.
Where do you want to look at?
I mean, there's 5 of us, including Greg, not including you, Laura, and we
Chicken
have
fingers.
2 entrances into the stadium that we can see, and I mean, you said we could see the train station from here too.
You can see the train station up the street and the Met Center down the street.
You know, this could be a good spot to sit and wait.
I mean, he's got to go to will call
Right.
instead of looking at all those spots. He's got to grab the tickets.
Right.
Yeah, that's just like the ticketing booth that's like outside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't see it from here, but yeah.
Mhm.
Would there just be one, or I mean, if there's 3 entrances?
There would be one.
Oh. Can we see it?
No.
From here? Okay.
Might be inside the building.
Yeah. Okay. It was silly.
Well, then I mean, you can get inside the building then, right? Without a ticket.
Seems to be, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we could just head in that direction for now. Let's beat it from this spot.
Yeah, sure. Start walking towards the stadium.
Yeah.
Start walking 2 blocks up. You begin walking, and you see coming off of the right side of the street, pulling over, making a left turn, a cop car. You guys keep walking?
Yeah, just keep walking.
Keep walking. Car pulls up, kind of stopped at a red light across the way from you. Keep walking. Light goes green, car comes over, pulls up next to you. Anyone doing anything?
Head down.
Yeah, I got my sunglasses on. I'm really selling this blind look right now with Sarge.
You see an officer in the passenger seat cranking the window down. He looks out at you guys. Go Stars!
Ew.
Go Stars.
Other guy pulls out real quick, and you can see him cranking up the window back up and drives off. About a block away from the Met Center, you guys walk up, hit one more crossing walk across. So now you can see this main lot. Like I mentioned, at this point it's a little over halfway full, but still people there, all milling about, cars pulling in, and now it looks like traffic is a little more increased. People are picking up, people are dropping off. What are you guys doing?
Is there any signage around the lot that would indicate where the side of the building will call is on?
Yeah, you can see it. You can see a big sign that points inside that says will call.
Like, is it, I mean, it's on like the side we're on?
Yeah, it's directly across where you can see this massive main entrance that leads up. There's a set of stairs that lead up, and you can see this loop that I mentioned that goes around the whole building. The front lot is out there, so basically you have to cross through the front lot to get across this wraparound road, and then get across that, go up the stairs and inside, and you see signage that has almost like a wet floor sign that reads "Will Call," and it's got arrows pointing. You can get into this lot without having to pay. Looks like there's no security guards or anything like that. Simply walk in and nothing in the way.
And we're walking through the lot.
You are about to begin that if you so choose.
I mean, we could always. We got time to kill. If you want to walk around the stadium, maybe scope out the lot.
Yeah. I mean, if we're still going on our point from earlier, somebody's already parked, headed in. Look in the cars. See if anybody left keys on the dash, on the seat. Just a quick look.
Yeah, we don't even have to take it now. Just make a mental note.
Mhm.
It's there for us.
Yeah, and game's not over till 11. We'd have plenty of time.
Yeah, I'm gonna look too, like on the wheels of these cars. Yeah.
Okay. So, who's doing what?
I like kind of like split off. Like I imagine we're all still gonna be walking like parallel, but I like split off to like another like section of cars as we're just walking.
Okay, easy enough. And these cars are spread few and far between, and now that you're actually in the parking lot, you can see people who have barbecues set up, and it looks like people are drinking and having a good time, and all wearing various forms of Stars gear, all sorts of stuff like that. Making your way up. Roy, roll search, and the three of you roll alertness.
What the fuck?
60. Oh no, I'm sorry. Read it wrong. That's a 6 on an 80.
Nice.
87 on a 71.
33 on a 73.
71 on a 68.
So you guys see Roy kind of peel off to look out at, you know, whatever he's going out to a separate lane. Ray, you're walking and you kind of like look over, and all these people are just kind of like having fun and, you know, playing catch and having like actual like full size picnic tables set up. Look over, and then you start looking forward and keep walking on. Roy, you kind of peel off to the side and start walking up. Caleb, you can see Roy walk past a table that's set up, like a big plastic white picnic table. And you can see this figure that's sitting at this table look at Roy. Roy's a ways away from you, but just look at Roy. Then Roy, you hear behind you, already got the tickets. Sunset, already got them.
Is this man alone at the table?
Yeah.
It's just a plastic folding table set up with.
You see and you just look at it for a second, where you see this figure sitting alone at this pretty large plastic picnic table talk to Roy. And Roy, I imagine you turn around.
Yeah, stop in my tracks.
And you can see this picnic table, clean, white. RJ sitting in a lawn chair near the middle of the table, flanked with a variety of folding chairs on either side of him. And on the side closest to you, across from him, he's sitting dead in the middle. On the floor, there's a small charcoal grill. Smoke coming off of it. The sausages on top. Can you flip those over? I think it's about time to flip them over.
Where's Laura?
Over near them, I imagine.
Okay.
He leans under the table, and his head disappears, and he pops back up with a Coors in his hand and cracks it open. Just flip them.
Can I alert the rest of the guys?
You can't tell that it's RJ from this distance, but you see Roy talking to a figure.
Get closer then.
Yeah, step
Start
up a little
making
bit.
my way
Yeah,
that way.
you can see wearing a blue denim jacket and blue jeans.
I imagine I didn't even sit down yet. Like, stopped in his tracks. He's telling me to flip the burger.
Yeah, hot dogs,
Hot dogs.
sausages.
Sausage. Walk over, grab like the fucking tongs.
Yeah, he's
whatever.
got tongs right there.
Did he cut like, you know how you like half cut these?
Yeah.
Did he do that?
Yeah, cut down the middle.
He's good. Grab the tongs, flip them, and as I'm flipping them, I'm like, "Why'd you kill him?"
Why'd you kill the other one? I got buns and ketchup and mustard. Are you a mustard guy?
Yeah.
Ugh. Alright. You three, or at least Caleb, who notices this, start walking up. Do you two follow suit at all? Greg and Laura do not notice whatsoever. But Caleb, you're the only one who noticed out of the other two.
Yeah. Try to alert them and just walk in that way if you stop to talk to somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, if he's talking to someone, I'm absolutely going to see
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you
what's
can.
that about.
It does not take you quick to close the distance to be able to recognize a very recognizable figure to you people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm confused, man.
What are you confused about?
I don't know if we're killing these guys for the same reasons.
I think we are. You like Dan Winters?
I know that's something both of us can agree on. No, I do not.
All right. Are they flipped or what?
Yeah, they're good. Yeah, fucking. Is the bread like he's got the bread set up?
No, you don't see it.
Where the ball?
They're not done yet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sit down. Take a load off. You guys have closed the distance. You guys are now close enough to see RJ. Hello. Greg. How you doing? Greg looks at him. Doesn't say anything. Oh, come on. Sit down, relax, have a load off. Game doesn't start for another couple hours. You guys are early.
I walk up and I sit down.
You sit down in one of those folding
One of the
chairs
chairs,
with
yeah.
it. It's like one of those red
I sit down and I
canvas ones. And he leans down and you can hear him rustling, and he comes up with a Coors, hands it to you.
Jerry grabs it, crack it open.
And he points to Jerry and he says, "That's what those people do. They hurt people. Look at him, he's hurt. I don't even want to get started on your whole thing."
Sure. So I think we did each other a favor then. What we did, what you did.
We're not even.
How the fuck are we not even?
Take that how you want. Whether you owe me or I owe you, it's the same thing.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. Fucking, we're not even. We're not. And I fucking look at Jerry, right? Hand out of my pocket. We're not even fucking close, man.
Sure.
What'd you do with the ashes? The fuck did you do with the ashes?
I did what I set out to do. And I got it done. And that's fine. Look, sit down. And you two too. Just relax. We got time. Don't shake your head at me. You especially don't shake your head at me.
I want to take the leash off of Sarge and kind of nudge him to go up and give RJ, sniff him up.
So Sarge pads down, sniffs him. RJ looks down at him and gently puts his hand down, and Sarge sniffs his hand, and Sarge looks back at you, just sits down, calm and at attention.
I'll go take a chair. I'll sit down.
Thank you, please. Midnight. Oh, you're broken. Is that what this is?
I don't know. I don't know if it's working time or relaxing time.
It's relaxing time.
I thought it was the end. I thought it was the end yesterday.
We're getting there. It's already in motion. It's already been set up. I told you.
What was this then?
What do you mean this?
Coming back to Minneapolis.
A couple things still need to get done, of course, but they're already in motion. It's already been set. So, we're good. It'll all work itself out. Am I wrong?
Doesn't mean things can't change.
No. They've changed a little bit, sure. But for the most part, it's still the same. You guys get in the car here, head back to Linwood for whatever fucking reason. They run you off the road, kill the 4 of you. Greg gets away, and they catch him too in the woods. And he looks at Greg. You make it about 15 yards before they shoot you in the back. You know, if you guys want to go that way, be my guest. But, you know, a couple other things need to happen. So, like I said, I think that's set in stone. I think that's already taken care of. Doesn't really worry me, at least. Should worry you. Anyway, check those dogs again.
Flip them again.
They should be done soon.
We no different course of action there?
Good question. Yes, there is. And he reaches down and pulls out another beer and opens it. I love hockey. Always loved hockey. Even since Bay Street. Bobby and I used to watch games together, and, you know, it was a lot of fun. I played it in high school, too. Grew up in a small town, middle of nowhere. Frozen Lakes was pretty much all you could do. But Midnight, I already know how this one ends. I knew how the other one ended too. I still wanted to listen. Tell me what you want.
Definition.
Oh, that's too philosophical, Midnight.
No, that's the point. I don't want it to be. I'm tired of this.
Identity or definition for your personal endeavors? For yourself or for others?
Do you think I have personal endeavors at this point?
No, I think we broke you. I'll help you pick up the pieces. I'd love nothing more, believe me. You're a damaged man. But you're not broken enough. See, here's the thing. There's damage that can be made to a man. Sometimes you can put them together, right? When you talk about these things, when people say, poets write about it, these horrible events that happen, tragic, the loss of a limb, the loss of a loved one, they say you change. Introspection leads to new definition, but that's not true. You don't change after that. When you look inside yourself, you learn what you've always known, and you don't change. You become more of what you've always been. More of what has always existed within you, what's been dying to get out.
So help me get it out then.
Then help me.
What do you want?
Little Laura Gossman.
Is that it? Is that the end?
For you, at least. Me, I still have a little bit more to do. And you might have more to do. There will be some heavy lifting, I won't lie to you. I want the girl. You give her to me. I'll get you guys back to Linwood. Easy peasy. And then from there, if you're so interested, you can meet me in Belchester and we'll go kill Dan Winters.
Meet you in Linwood.
No, meet me in Belchester.
You just said what. You just told us what would happen if we go back to Linwood.
I know, I can
So-
change that. I can help you.
Does she change that? Or do you change that?
It's the same thing.
Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck did you do with the ashes? What are you gonna do with her?
I'm not gonna kill her. I promise you that. Upside, inside out. I'm not gonna kill her.
You're gonna...
There are pieces that need to be put in place. Simple as. She's a piece. That's all.
Were those photographed kids pieces of this puzzle? Is she one of those kids to you? Is that what she is?
No. I didn't take those pictures. But maybe, let's say, for the sake of argument, a box of pictures of kids put in a certain place, found by a certain amount of people, maybe that's a piece to be moved on a chessboard. And that's okay. You're here now. What are you going to do? We're playing the hands that we got dealt.
Do you want Dan Winters dead?
Yes. And I know you do too.
No, right? I mean,
No.
Hey, I would love for it to be that easy. I'll say yes right now. We get him. We go home. She's not killed.
I won't touch a hair on her head. I won't hurt her in any way. The killing's done. The killing was necessary. And now it's over. It's done.
We have no reason to believe him.
Why's that? Have I told you a lie?
We have no reason to believe this guy, man.
No, you're right.
I mean, granted, if you put down Dan Winters, I don't know if you can even fucking do that. I don't know if you can help us put down Dan Winters.
No, but we can help each other.
You're not getting the girl.
Then you're dying on a highway.
Why do you need us to kill Dan Winters?
I don't. I said we'd do it together. Give me the girl. You'll be able to go to Linwood. Once you go to Linwood, meet me in Belchester, and we'll go kill Dan Winters.
And then what?
Oh, God. I never really
We
figured...
just walk away from this, or...
No. There might be a hard decision to make at a certain point, to be honest with you. But, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah.
But God's honest truth, Dan Winters will be dead. If it goes this way.
There's always a catch with this guy.
What's the catch?
There will be a hard decision to make, but you won't tell us what that is.
Yeah, I'll decide if I have to kill you or not.
Oh, okay.
Which, I like you guys. Don't want to kill you, but it's very complicated and there's layers, right? You have to understand this at least. That's what it is.
You're not getting the girl unless you kill him first.
No.
We'll help you do that.
No.
All right.
You are negotiating with me. Do you understand what I am capable of, what I have done up to this point? How I have helped you, how I have saved you? Jerry, you're welcome, by the way. You would not be fucking breathing if it weren't for me. And I'm not trying to lash out. Alright, okay. I lost my cool, okay? Bringing it back down. Fine. Cool. Sunset. There is no negotiation. This is the offer on the table. You will not make it back to Linwood or outside of this area alive. Believe me when I say that.
Are there... So the sausages have been half cut. Are there knives on this grill?
Roll luck.
If he fucking half cut them with the force, I swear to God, I'm gonna be pissed. 59 on a 46.
Would you like to re-roll for a permanent 1d6 loss of luck?
No.
There are no knives.
Fuck.
Has Laura had any reaction to anything that's happened?
No, she's just like looking around. You're making this a difficult conversation. This doesn't need to be hard. Look, and you don't have to make a decision now. Look, I got the hot dogs. I got the beer. Sit, talk. We'll come back to it. We'll revisit it. We're good.
How are you going to get us back to Linwood?
Oh, I think that's an easy question to answer for you. How did I get out of the trailer?
How can we trust that you can do that to us? We've never seen that. We've never experienced that. You understand where I'm coming from, right? You know the deal that you're making with them is not the deal that we want to make.
Not that. Not yet.
So I need you to tell me how I am definitely going to get back safe. Because I'm willing to make a deal. And you've known that for a long time.
I'll tell you this. Hand to my heart. It will not be the weirdest thing that you've experienced through this entire journey. I promise you that. And high noon. This is your only course of option. There's nothing else. No avenues, no doors. This is it. I don't like to play devil, but I am at the crossroads regardless.
You just want to kill Dan? We're going to help each other kill Dan, but what about me? Am I on my own?
Well,
is there anyone else there you'd like going to?
There might be one that we might be able to help out with. And it might not be a direct effect, but it'll have to happen regardless to get there. I think, at least. Have you even told them?
Yeah, they found out a little bit, but we haven't had the opportunity to chat.
And have you told him? And he points towards Caleb.
Now I'm going to leave that one for him to figure out.
It's a fun one, Midnight. Oh, it's so good. Those are done. You can take them off. I got the buns. Hold on. And he leans under the table.
I offer everyone a cigarette.
And grab one.
Just one time, just fucking gosh.
Dude, gosh me, bro. Fucking gosh me, dude. Please. Dude, gosh right in my fucking mouth, dude.
Oh, dude, that was too much gush.
Oh, dude, you gosh me too hard, bro.
Dude, I got gush all over my face.
Dude, we're all going down to the Wawa down in Delco. We're gonna go gosh each other in the mouth, dude. Go to Wawa, get me a hoagie, some water, and gosh each other in the mouth in the parking lot, bro.
Yo, dickhead.
Yo, dickhead.
Gush me. Yo, dickhead, gush me.
Gosh, Schwarberfest, bro. Dude, it's fucking Schwarberfest. Gosh each other in the mouth. You fucking dickhead.
It was too fun. I want to do a whole D&D character with that voice.
I know. Dude, I'm waiting for the other campaign to do a setting, like a scenario that's in Philadelphia, so I can just do like the Delco accent.
So easy, you just have to do
Listen, dude.
And you're just real emotional about everything. Like you're almost ready to beat the shit out of everybody.
You don't think that Chip Kelly ruined this fucking team, dude?
No fucking way, bro. You're fucking kidding me. You think Chip Kelly didn't fucking ruin the Bears?
Dude.
Looking at Jerry, I believe you were the one that asked first.
Mm-hmm.
Before I came to Linwood, I had bounced around a couple cities and towns. I'm originally from West Virginia. I didn't lie about that. Can't really get rid of this accent, but well, I moved to Pittsburgh as a young adult. Got a job. I was a contractor. Me and my brother worked there for a good couple years. And, you know, the hustle and bustle of the city, you see shit just like we do in Linwood and up here in Minneapolis. And well, one day I saw the wrong thing. I saw some bad people making the right deal for them, or I don't even fucking know to this day, man. But well, long story short, I came home and my family was dead. My brother and my fiance. My brother and I looked a lot alike. We were different ages, but you know, we could pass for sort of looking like twins. But so I think they thought they got me, silenced me. I got out of there. I made a phone call to my friend back in Pittsburgh at the gas station a couple hours ago. I changed my name. I used to be Leo. Picked up being a cop. Try and get some leads. I mean, I knew leaving the city that it was some gang stuff, you know. Mob ties. It was the Laracas. We're so close now, man. I just gotta finish it off. I mean, we all know how close we must be. We already killed his nephew. I did. But yeah, I've had skin in this game much longer than any of y'all. Well, I don't know. But shit goes back, man. Goes way back.
When did it click that these two things were connected?
I mean, as soon as we pulled up to Golden King and saw who was in there, it was for sure. But you know, ever since I moved out to Linwood, just felt like we've been in this lane, you know, this high traffic lane that was kind of like a stopping point for all this bad shit that's been going down. I mean, the documents you got confirmed it, right? You know, it's the halfway point between Minneapolis and Chicago or something. I don't fucking know, but I had a hunch and I took it and it worked. And that was a lucky one. And all the other ones you thought were lucky weren't lucky. It's because I knew. We gotta get to that fucking cabin.
Yeah, we do. I'm sorry that happened to you. Jerry slowly sips his beer. Nice to meet you, Leo.
Pleasure.
So, I gotta ask you, man. You're looking to finish what these Laracos started? Like,
Yeah, man, I got nothing left. I haven't had anything left for like 7 years, man. It's a hell of an existence, you know. Just me and God. That's kind of why I'm not scared either. All this bullshit we've been encountering, no matter how real it is, it's just well, it's not worse than this, man. It's not worse than just living through this shit for the major part of my adult life. I just want to end it for everyone.
has he been with you this whole time? I pointed Sarge.
Nah, I picked him up when I first started being a cop, right after I left Pittsburgh. But yeah, me and Sarge have been rocking together for a while.
And what? What did he tell you? That I was involved? RJ, did he tell you that I was involved? That I did it? 'Cause right, man, I was being honest.
It doesn't matter what you did or didn't do. Everyone that works in these organizations is just taking orders, and I kind of look at Greg too. You need to cut the head of the snake off to make any waves, and that's what I'm going to do.
Can I get one of those hot dogs?
Yeah, I think that sunset's burning them. Could you please get them off the grill?
Like, fucking squint my eyes real hard, open them back up, start loading up the hot dogs.
Yeah, and he's got the buns in there. And RJ looks over to Caleb. Some people embrace death like a lover, like they've been waiting for it. And other people embrace it like a traveler, like they're going from one place to the next, and it's just another part on the journey. And other people fight against it, rage against it, not going quiet into that good night. High Noon is a traveler. If it comes, it comes. It doesn't mean anything to him. His own death, I mean. There's relish in that cooler over there.
I'm sorry, but that's not me. I hope you heard me earlier. I want definition.
When we get to the hard choice, the difficult decision that'll need to be made after we're all said and done with Dan and John, you'll have a chance. I told you all the way back in that trailer, I told you what I want. To go home. And in that home, you have your beautiful wife. You have your sense of self. Roy has his hand and his sister. And Ray, you have what you're looking for too. Now, I can't peer into the mind of you, but I imagine you don't want them back. You just want what you want now. Am I wrong?
I know where I'm going after this, and it's not a good place.
So when we get to that hard choice, keep that in mind, that I'm trying to get everyone back to where they were. Happy, healthy, and whole. Oh, and you know what? And we'll take care of Jerry's cancer too, while we're there. Just to say.
Jerry just lights a cigarette. Puffs on it.
It sounds like Fantasyland, but it's real. I have talked to her time and time again, and she shows me these things. I said they're not visions, but they're conversations at a table. And I just talked to her, and the first time we met, and he looks like down, very contemplative, a way that you have not seen RJ before. The first time we met, she asked me to learn how to play the guitar. I don't know. But we've spoken for a while. Things to come. What needs to be done, what needs to be put in place. And I've done them. And she showed me just a little bit at a time what it's like, where we're going. It's a lot better than here. I can watch hockey all day. Bobby's normal. I don't want to lose that chance. And yeah, sure. It might not be real. But was your real midnight? Because you're dealing with real now. And I don't think you like it.
Caleb just drops his head.
Is a painting not real just because it was in the mind of its creator? Is a dream not real just because you came up with it in your dreams? It's not. Real is what is. I'm getting to what is. Give me the girl. And let's get this over with.
Why was she blindfolded? Are you trying to let her see somehow, or
They're carving her up. When I say she's real, you might believe God is real, but he's not real. You can't sink your teeth into him. She's real. Sunset. She's there. They are carving her piece by piece. They are taking her fingers and her toes and her teeth. But they can't take her eyes.
Winters is carving her?
Yes?
Why?
I told you. Sunset monkey with a hand grenade. You remember this old debacle. It's power for him. That's all he wants. He wants to make the want. The whole theology, and I'm sure you've talked extensively with Weiss on this. Why does bad exist? What do men benefit from bad? And I'm not talking stealing from your neighbor because you're hungry. That's not bad. I'm talking about raping children, murdering wives, beating the hell out of whatever race of people you don't like. That's bad. Why does bad exist? That's the question that is posed here. Bad exists because we are solitary creatures. We think only of ourselves. We think of ourselves as a piece in a puzzle. We are the puzzle. Bad exists because we have minds and we have thoughts and we have motivations. We were not puzzle pieces. We were a painting. And we were carved up. I'm going to put us back into this painting. Make us whole, make us one, a perfect singular. That's the last time I'm going to explain that, because that is what it is. That's the theology, and that's real. He takes a big bite out of the hot dog. And truthfully, I don't really think that... I don't think that you can find fault in that. Return to nature. The way it was supposed to be eons and eons ago.
So you gotta get to Winters regardless. You gotta stop what the fuck they're doing, regardless of if we do it or not.
I need your help. I do.
If we go there without you, You know that there's a chance that we could stop this.
No. No, not by yourselves. You can't find it. Sunset, it's 1,100 acres. I'm sure you have the map. How big do you think the actual building is? How many days do you think you have? You give me the girl. I get you back to Linwood. Then we meet in Belchester. There's going to be a hoedown when you guys arrive. Just want to make sure that you guys are dressed appropriately. And then we go to the cabin. And then we kill John. And then we kill Dan. And that's pretty much it. It's a big town hall. They have a hoedown every night. It's normal. It's not weird.
You're only giving us one option.
It really is the only option there. I challenge you to find another one. And hey, that's okay. Do I really seem like that bad of a man? You want the same thing that I do.
Did you lie about Marcia?
I have not told you a lie during our accompaniment. Not a single one. I don't know what Marcia's doing. I'm sorry, Midnight. Did you not like that answer?
Just thought you'd know.
Well, I know what she's done recently, and he kind of like looks over at Laura, but I don't know why. Because regardless, those ashes came to me.
Is there somebody else that wants the ashes? Somebody else that wants my not over?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know. But I need her.
What are you going to do with her?
I'm not going to hurt her.
Yeah, but what are you going to do with her?
I can't tell you that.
Why not?
Because then I wouldn't be able to do it.
Because we would stop you?
I don't know.
You know everything, but you don't know that?
It's complicated, like I said. I don't know everything. Alright, I know what I know. I know what she's told me. I know where things will be when. That's what I know. You know, Jesus was a carpenter. I ask myself this question a lot because it keeps me a little grounded. Makes me remember what makes me me. Jesus was a carpenter. They crucified him. They hung him up, nailed him to the cross. And that's fresh lumber. That wasn't sitting around in any Roman warehouse. And he's sitting up there, hands to either side, feet nailed to the cross. I wonder if he thought, when he smelled the fresh wood, about home. I think about home a lot. I think about these things that keep me rooted, keep me grounded. So yeah, I don't know whether or not you guys would stop me. But I know that I need that girl if we want to do what we want to do. And it is we. High noon, sunset, midnight, and sunrise. It is we. Whether or not you like it, we are bound. Call it fate if you want. I don't think that that's what it is, but you can call it that.
You know about the boy in the river that we found last week?
His name was Duncan.
Duncan.
Meow.
You got a last name?
I didn't bother to learn. He had a pet lizard. Pet lizard.
Is that gonna happen to her, man?
I told you. I'm not going to touch a hair on her head. I'm not going to hurt her. I'm not going to kill her.
Why did Duncan die?
Same reason Emma died. Right, Greggy? Greg looks over. Doesn't say anything.
Will she come back? Can she come back? Laura.
Can? Yeah. Yeah. Will? Will any of us come back? What do you mean, come back?
From wherever the fuck you're taking her.
Until when? There's a time element. It's not just longitude and latitude. Don't get confused by this. I'm not trying to confuse you. I'm not trying to talk in circles. God's honest truth. This shouldn't be a hard decision for you to make. The girl's not going to be hurt. You can take your chances with Minneapolis, but they have men lined on every single mile marker waiting to not just take you into custody, but kill you. I don't want that.
We gotta do it.
My decision was made the second I walked to this table.
We've left a trail of carnage so fucking long. We just have to do this.
He's not giving us anything. He's not giving us anything, man. You guys are okay with it?
You've seen my hand. I've kept it close this long. I just gotta get to this fucking cabin, man. This is all I've been thinking about.
I think my hand's been shown since the beginning. Slowly revealed over time, but what have I hidden? I honestly don't think it's a decision.
Jerry?
It is what it is at this point.
I look at Laura.
You look at Laura, who is not there, but in her place, a McDonald's Happy Meal container.
I look at RJ.
Pick it up and put it on the table.
Yeah. Pick it up.
Put it on the table. All right. Good work. Glad we could make this deal. Now, before I send you home, I would like to read for you a poem. And he pulls out a piece of paper out of his pocket. See, I saw it once I got over here, and oh boy, is it relevant. Invictus. William Ernest Henley. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit, from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud under the bludgeonings of chance. My head is bloodied, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade. And yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the game, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the master of my soul. So congratulations on being the masters of your soul, the real you. I'll see you in Belchester. And in a snap, just as soon as the words exit his lips, you find yourselves carpet, furniture, wood paneling, and a smashed TV. A trailer. Ray's trailer. You're in Ray's trailer, no movement outside, but you hear a sound on the floor. Gasping. Greg Atkins. The top half of Greg Atkins severed, cut in half at the chest, his inside slowly seeping out, his arms flailing, gritting his teeth. And that's where we'll pick up next session.
How's it going? He was not set free.
Maybe he was. Maybe that's freedom.
I'm not doing that. He was not set free.
Thanks for listening to this episode of LFVCU, a Nasty Table production.